Hi beauties, it's Carla. Thanks for joining me today. And thanks for subscribing. I've got some subscribers, so thank you and welcome to my channel. This video is actually more of a date night inspired. It's around Valentine's Day. I really don't dabble in with pinks too much, but I did play with pink today. So it's a simple tutorial. I used only drugstore products that you could get from Walgreens, Target, Walmart, some local grocery stores, CVS, places like that. And you can definitely pick up these items. The brushes that I use were pretty much just the brushes I have, but you can definitely use e.l.f. brushes for that. And it is a lovely look. I think it's really simple and easy. It's all about blending though, so just make sure if you are going out and you need a brush, get a really, really good blending brush, something really thick like this. And you want to blend to make sure that the colors seem endless. I haven't filmed a video in a long time, and then this is a new channel. I'm in a new place, so sorry for the stuttering. So anyway, let's just get right into the tutorial. And again, if you do have any questions, comments, or see things that you want to see on my channel, just comment below. Hit that like button. All right, let's get into the tutorial. So I'm using all drugstore products for this Valentine's or date night inspired look. Pink, not my favorite color, so I like purples. So this is it has a little bit of pink, but I'm just gonna kind of blend it in with some purple instead. So let's get started. First thing is that I'm taking the Color Tattoo 24-hour eyeshadow, and this is in Barely Branded. It's kind of just like, I don't know, it's a shimmery painterly from, I guess, like from MAC. So I'm using that as the actual primer, and I'm just using my domed Real Technique brush that you can get at Ulta. And I forget what store, what Target, Walmart, or something else is actually starting to carry these, but you can get them at, it's going to be on the drugstore section at Ulta. So I'm going to take that with a brush. You can use your finger, but I think it spreads better when you have an actual brush, and then the color can adhere to it. Alright, so that's going to be your shimmery base. And my colors that I'm using for the lid is a Physicians Formula. This is the Green Eye Candy Shimmer Strip. And I am actually going in with this kind of pinky color right here. And then I'm going to go into like this little bit of a lighter purple here to kind of make the lid kind of pop a little bit. So you're just going to take an eyeshadow brush. If you're looking for inexpensive brushes, e.l.f. has really great brushes. The Dollar Tree carries them as well as Target. So that's really a good deal, because those brushes, that's what I started out when I started makeup, was using those brushes. And now they have a bigger selection and super inexpensive, pretty good quality brushes. So I'm just going to pat that on and let it become, like, before I start rubbing, I'm just going to pat. So I'm patting that in. And I'm only taking it about right here to right here, which is like almost to the end, but not to the end. And the only way I'm taking it a little further than usual so that I can blend well with it. And then I'm just topping it off with that purple just to give it, to me it's like too pink. I'm not a fan of pink at like that. More punk pink for me, not light pink. I don't like it. So next I'm going into my Wet n Wild Vanity palette. I am using this middle color right here, and it's actually going to be like good for blending, like a transitional color. Just take a light hand to it. If you're not my skin tone, you could anything that's your skin tone, you could use. Sometimes a little darker helps. So just a little bit, it just helps create the first part of that crease so the other colors blend nicely for you. Next, I am going in with, where is it? Where did it go? Oh, was it this one? Oh, no. This is my Physicians Formula brown eye candy strips that you can get from your local drugstore. And I'm going to take this kind of a dark brown with like a bronzy brown here. Go in with your just a fluffy brush. Take up just a little bit at a time. It's always good to just take a little bit, and then you can build your color preference. And I'm going to use that as my dominant crease color. So just take your time and blend. That's like the most important part, is blending, so it looks like the colors are merging together and it doesn't look, you know, spotty or like you just put like lines of makeup on your face. So do take your time and blend up to the color you want. Just don't take a lot of the color because then it can look a little muddy and you don't want that. I'm flicking it on the inner corner here. Alright, and you could do that as high as you want, like you can create a high crease. I do normally take my creases pretty high because I have a lot of space here. So and then after that, there's something in my eye. Of course, it always happens. I'm going back to the Vanity palette here. If you were more of a peachy undertone, you could use this Lust palette. Use these colors as your highlighter. If you want to use the purples in there, you can. I'm going into this lighter shade here. This is an e.l.f. C brush. Very good for putting on highlight, and tap off any excess because these do crumble, like crumble harder, I guess, than my other higher end makeup, but still the same. It creates a beautiful highlight for you. And you just kind of, I blend it down, and then they have like a little bit of a shimmer one, so I'm going into the shimmery one beside it. I'm just going to pop that right here, just where the arch is in my eyebrow, just to bring a little bit of attention to it, and then it helps with the shaping of your actual eye and helping you and your eyebrow look a little bit, you know, definitely better. Me, I have eyebrows, I have my dad's eyebrows, so they're just like, ah. So I constantly try to like hide them and create my arch. Take a really good clean fluffy brush like this. This has no makeup on it, and I'm just going to blend these two colors together really well, just like that. And then I'm going into back to the brown eye candy, the darkest purple that's in here. No, sorry. I'm going back in with Brown Eyes color strip, and I'm going to use the darkest purple that's in this kit here, and just take a small pointy brush, kind of like this, and I'm going to do the outer corner there and create that deftness and dark purpliness. Alright, so once you have that nice and blended and you have the color deftness that you want, I'm going into, this is the actually C as in cat 246 Greed palette, and I'm going into the matte black that they have here, and I'm actually just going to start using it as my liner, but it'll last longer and give you more of a deep place to kind of start with your liquid eyeliner. So you can do a little bit of blending, so it adds a little bit of a smokiness to it, but not too much. Alright, and then you can use, I'm using the Jessie's Girl Liner, and they sell this at Rite Aid. If you have a Rite Aid near you, or you can use Revlon, has a stick eyeliner. And then I'm going to go in and align my eyes. And then you're going to take a dark purple eyeliner. I don't actually have one, or I can't find it. So this is Urban Decay, but just use a dark purple eyeliner to line your waterline. Alright, so once you do that, I am going to curl my lashes, apply mascara, and that'll be the end of the look. I'm going to go into lips and blush here. Use your favorite mascara. I will do a video and kind of like my mascara routine, but you're just going to apply, if you want to apply falsies you can. If you want to, you know, just load up with mascara, just make sure if it's a little bit too spidery to use a clean spoolie and separate it. So, but I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so after that, you can do lips. I am normally one that doesn't really put a lot on my lips. I have a natural red undertone on my lips, like they're kind of pink, so I really kind of use like glosses and things like that. But for this video, I'm going to try do 2 different options or see what happens here. This is from NYX. This is a soft lip, it's a soft matte lip cream in the color Milan. And I like the smell of it. It smells like old lip gloss back in the day. And I'm kind of just going to dab that on my lips. So it gives me just a little bit of color and not too overpowering, because I think my eyes are overpowering and you don't want to have that. And then I'm going in with Peach Parfait from Revlon. It is their Revlon Colorburst Lip Butters. So that is what I use on my lips. And for blush, just put on your favorite blush. If you are going heavy on the eyes, you want to go a little bit lighter on the blush front, maybe something a little more baby doll pink. If you do have it, something not too dark, or maybe something with like a coral or peach, because you don't want to overpower your eyes, because that's like my focus is my eyes. So I'm just going to put a little bit of blush just to add some dimension to your face. Definitely want to contour so that you have that dimension to your actual skin. So really this is my actual, like, you know, like if I'm doing a date night, it's not really Valentine's inspired, but it's beautiful to wear for Valentine's Day. So again, really pretty look, really easy to do. I'm going to get a close-up. And I use all drugstore products except for the liner. If you just get a dark liner, purple liner, I know I have one. Physicians Formula actually has one, and I just don't know where it is. So anyway, thank you guys so much for seeing and watching my video and moving over to my new channel. I am truly excited to see what is going to happen in the future for my channel. So if you have any tutorials or reviews for me, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.